Anyway, we're going to look at what's happening in Dragonflight Season 1.
We're going to talk about Dragonflight, and more specifically, we're going to talk about Dragonflight Season 1 and everything coming in the very first season of the new expansion, Dragonflight. But before we jump into all of that, guys, I just want to shout out my Twitch, twitch.tv/MrGM. If you want to see me stream World of Warcraft, Dragonflight, Wrath the King Classic, and more, I'm over on twitch.tv/MrGM. every single day. Right, so yes, Dragonflight Season 1 is releasing very, very soon. It's releasing on December 13th on the NA region and on December 14th in the EU.
I know people might not believe me whenever I say this, but I actually looked up all of the boss fights besides Razageth, and I know what to do for the fights. Like we're gonna get it done. We're gonna get it done. It's not gonna be a problem. Yeah, the pineapple raids, I should do that.
This is obviously with the weekly resets, and this is as expected. Now, this one's a little bit different because it is so close to Christmas. They're actually changing up the release schedule of some of the things. But in this video, we're going to go through everything that is coming with the brand new season. So, let's begin with the big one, and that is, of course, the Vault of the Incarnates raid. This is the very first raid of the Dragonflight expansion. It is an 8-boss raid. It's like a Primalist Titan prison. It's really aesthetically pleasing. We did some testing on the beta. A lot of fun. The last boss...
From the fights that I've seen... it actually looks like a better raid than Sepulchre or the one before that, Sanctum of Domination. It seems very positive.
Is Razageth. Razageth is a character you will see throughout the Dragonflight leveling and of course the Evoker starting zone, and that will be the final boss of the Vault of the Incarnates raid. This raid is actually releasing slightly differently to previous raids due to just being so close to Christmas. So on the first reset on December 13th or 14th, depending on your region, normal, heroic, and mythic will be available to you from that very first day. So the Race World First for mythic will begin on that day also, and that'll be the very first time that everybody of all difficulties will be able to go into the raid. However, the first wing of Raid Finder will open up after that. The second wing of Raid Finder will open up in the new year on January 3rd or 4th, and then the final wing of Raid Finder for Vault of the Incarnates will open up on January 17th or 18th, depending on...
So we'll finally be able to play the game on January 16th, guys. Hopefully by that time, I'll be able to kill the boss.
Region. As mentioned, this is a really, really cool raid. I'm really looking forward to the Race to World First here. We're going to have Evokers. It's got some really awesome Primalist-looking tier sets that drop from the raid as well. Very much looking forward to this. Dragonflight has been super good so far, and hopefully the raid continues that kind of trend as we continue on. So yes, Vault of the Incarnates is the brand new raid, and the very first raid of Dragonflight. And as this is the first season that we've actually had cross-faction, cross-faction Mythic is actually going to be available from the very first day of the raid. However, cross-realm Mythic will not be available at the start. That'll be available.
Oh, wait, what? Wait, we can't do Mythic on Cross Realm? Why not? I don't understand. Like, what if you're on a dead server? I mean, it's always been like that? Oh, great argument. Well, it's always been like that. Well, shit. I mean, okay. That settles it. Yeah, it was not in Season 4. Well, Season 4 wasn't a new raid tier, to be fair. But I think they should just let you do cross-realm. Like, I want to do cross-realm because Kel'Thuzad's not a big server. Like, we're not that big of a server. So, I can't find people to play with. Bro, like, they want to change how Hall of Fame works, but not for this raid? Like, bro, who gives a fuck? Like, who cares? It's like 100 guilds, man. It's 100 fucking guilds. Everybody's trying to play the game. There's like thousands of guilds that are doing this shit.
Later on in the season, but yeah, you could go in cross-faction Mythic from the very beginning of the release of the raid, which is very exciting. Along with the raid, you're also going to get some brand new world bosses. Yes, there are 4 world bosses.
It's the first thing we're going to do
on a
whenever
weekly
it comes
rotation. Each of them kind of representing each of the kind of primalist elements. I'm going to butcher all these names, but you've got Bascaron, the Shale Wing. You've got Basil, Basil, the Dreaded Flame. You've got Liskanoth.
I don't want to hear about these fucking dragons until I can get them as a mount. I don't even want to look at them. Don't tell me about this. Don't tell me about this mount. Like, I want to ride this mount around. Like, shut up.
Yep. The Future Bane and Stran. Yep. Stran.
Scuffed Razageth.
the Sky Misery. So yeah, as mentioned, each of those will spawn on a weekly rotation in each of these zones in the Dragon Isles. So keep an eye on those primeless dragons around the Dragon Isles to get some awesome loot from those.
Okay.
Also, of course, with a brand new season is a brand new season of Mythic Plus. Now, Dragonflight is doing this slightly different to previous seasons because we're not getting all of the 8 dungeons for Dragonflight in the first season. We are getting 4 of them, though. We are getting the Ruby Life Pools, the Knockout Offensive, the Azure Vaults, and the Algathar Academy. Those are the 4 Dragonflight dungeons. However, in this first season, we are getting some dungeons in this Mythic Plus pool from previous seasons, including the Halls of Valor from Legion, Court of Stars from Legion, the Shadowmoon Burial Ground from Warlords of Draenor, and the Temple of the Jade Serpent dungeon from Mists of Pandaria.
I'm gonna be real. I don't know how the Temple of the Jade Serpent's gonna be, because like I did challenge mode golds on every character except for a monk, because monks are stupid. So I did a lot of fucking gold challenge modes. And I remember Temple of the Jade Serpent was one of the joke ones. But it's been remastered. So I don't know if it's like what it's gonna be like or not. Yeah, I really have no idea. Same but did on every class? Yeah, exactly. It's 10 times harder now. Fuck.
So very exciting, very awesome to see some of those old dungeons returning in the first season. Obviously, in the next season, we will get the other 4 Dragonflight dungeons. Mythic Zero will still be available for all of the 8 Dragonflight dungeons if that is something you still want to do. But of course, if you do want to jump into Mythic Plus, you will have those 4 Dragonflight dungeons and of course those Legacy dungeons to choose from as well. Obviously as well, with a brand new season, is this brand new seasonal affix. This is Thundering. Thundering had a load of changes on beta, but the official description on the Blizzard website says this. It says enemies have 5% more health, while in combat players are periodically overcharged with primal power from Razageth's Unending Storm. This power comes with great risk, and failure to discharge it quickly will have stunning consequences.
So it's probably going to stun you.
Play on words there. It's an okay affix. It's not, incredible. I don't think it will go down as one of the best ever, but it is definitely a very interesting one, and you will see it.
It's just like, as long as it's not fucking annoying. Like, that's the thing, is like there's so many of the affixes that are just fucking annoying. Like, that's what I don't like about them. Everything else is totally okay to me.
All of 8 of those
it's just annoying
dungeons in Dragonflight Season 1. Of course, with Dragonflight Season 1, you're going to get some brand new rewards with this, very similar to previous seasons. So the Keystone Conqueror Season 1, of getting 1500 score during Season 1 is the Thundering title. Getting 2000 rating during Dragonflight Season 1, we'll get the Hailstorm Armadon. Now, this mount is okay. It's one of the Armadon creatures.
Okay, bro, this mount is badass. I fucking love this mount. I want to get it myself. Absolutely. Yeah, this is great.
Not a customization, unfortunately, for your dragons or anything like that. So this is a ground mount, and this will be available at 2000 rating during Season 1. If you do a dungeon at 20 or higher, that'll unlock the kind of teleports to that dungeon. And of course, at the end of the season, if you are in the top 0.1%, you'll get the Thundering Hero title, which is really cool. So yeah, a couple of...
The Thundering title, I think that's cool. I mean... the Thundering Hero. Oh, I see it. I was reading the top, not the bottom. Yeah, the Thundering Hero. That's cool. Yeah, sure. Giving basically like Mythic Plus like players, giving them a rank 1 Gladiator. I think that's good.
Rewards there. No real difference from previous seasons though. And yeah, the mount is a little bit weird, but yeah, there you go. Kind of shifting gears now into PvP. There is of course a brand new PvP season. You can actually
new PvP mount, he'll probably show it, is so fucking good.
Some of this gear pre-season, and I'm sure some of you have if you're into PvP.
Yeah, I'm fully geared out.
Honor gear, the Crimson Aspirant gear. Now, obviously, with the big Profession update, you can also get the Crimson Combatant gear from crafting, which is really cool, so you can grab it on the auction house if you like. As mentioned, the Honor PvP gear is available right now. Conquest PvP gear this time around will be called the Crimson Gladiator set, and that will be available once the season begins.
I'm going to get this today.
With this season, this is the first real season of Rated Solo Shuffle, so you can actually do Rated Solo Shuffle to get all of the rewards apart from the Gladiator.
We're just going to do 3s. It's going to probably just be like me, McConnell, and some fucking dumbass, and we'll just get Gladiator real quick.
I'm pretty sure everything else will be available through Rated Solo Shuffle.
Does anybody know if Grayson's on?
Gladiator mount itself. So speaking of rewards, you can get the title Crimson Gladiator. You can also get the Crimson Gladiator's Drake, as mentioned. Now this is really cool actually, because what they're doing this time around, because of dragon riding, you can get the Crimson Gladiator Drake, which is a regular mount you can use in the outside world, but you also get a upgrade to your Highland Drake, and this will transform it into the Crimson Gladiator mount. So you also...
So can you customize this one, or is it like it's like this and that's all it is? You cannot customize it. So it's like, there it is. It's right there. Boom. There's the mount. Okay. It is what it is.
Kind of get 2 mounts. You get one for the outside world, outside of the Dragon Isles, and then you get an upgrade to your dragon riding Drake, which is really cool. The Highland Drake specifically. There's also 2 brand new Vicious mounts. Again,
this is so cool, man. The new Vicious War mount is actually one of the best ones they've made in such a long time. Like, the last one they had one that was this cool was, like, remember the Cleft Hoof that they had for Horde? That was badass. And, like, maybe the Hippo.
And these are available through Rated Solo Shuffle. This is the Alliance and Horde themed Sabertooth mounts. These are fantastic looking mounts. Ground mounts once again, but a very, very cool mount nonetheless, with that kind of Alliance and Horde branding on it. Big fan of that. There's also a new weapon illusion, a new tabard and cloak, and new pennants that can attach to your back. A little flag for your back. So yeah, you can wear that during your PvP battles, or just wear it.
Wow. I told you guys, Blizzard's going all out for this expansion. This shit is going to be crazy. Oh my god. It's a new flag. Yeah, think about this. Fun with flag. Yeah, it's going... They're going in.
Whenever you like. Finally, with Dragonflight, there is actually one extra feature that is coming in Season 1, and that is the Primal Storms, or the Elemental Storms feature. This is something that was featured quite heavily on Alpha and Beta, and then kind of swiftly removed. So this is coming in Season 1. This is a outdoor world content, kind of similar to the pre-patch event in a sense. So around the Dragon Isles, you'll get kind of different areas that will be invaded by the Primal Storms. During this time, the NPCs in that area will be empowered and will start dropping Elemental Overflow. This is currency you can use to buy gear. This gear is item level 359, and you can just buy that. It's a really cool looking transmog, and there is also a mount that is available for 2,000 Elemental Overflow.
It looks like a fucking... That mount looks like a fucking idiot. Like, let's be honest, it's just so dumb. Like, it looks... It's a nice mount, right? I just think the guy, he looks stupid. It's a dumb
now
fucking
this
mount.
359 gear can be upgraded to 385 through the Storm Sigil system. The TLDR of the Storm Sigils is essentially you can get 4 a week from the different elemental invasions. You just kind of use that currency and the 359 gear to upgrade it to 385, and that's going to take about 16 weeks to get a full set. So yeah, not the best gear in the world, but definitely something for outdoor world players. Personally, I would have preferred it if it was a higher item level. Previously in beta, it was 369 and 395. Unfortunately, it was nerfed down to 385 and 359. But yeah, if you want to go get it for transmog, there's a...
385 isn't really that high. Like, it does have set bonus benefits, but like... I've said this many times, like, I think like just giving casual players more cool stuff they can get, it's not that big of a deal.
Bunch of achievements there as well. I have a full video going over the system if you like, if you want more details on it.
What does it say? Defeat creatures empowered with elemental... Well, I mean, you just kill the mobs, right? I mean, like, what the fuck? I mean, it seems pretty simple. Like, there's like 200 mobs, you just kill the mobs. Like, fuck. There it is.
Is also one of the kind of big features that is coming during Season 1
Easy.
of Dragonflight. And there you go. That is all of the features coming in Dragonflight Season 1. As mentioned, this launches on December 13th in the NA region and December 14th in the EU. This is going to be very fun. Very excited for this. As mentioned, Dragonflight has been super great so far, and hopefully the Season 1 offerings just continue that trend of making it a very, very fun expansion, at least for now. So yeah, there you go, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Before I go, I'd like to give a massive shout out to my amazing patrons, YouTube channel members, and Twitch subs. You guys are awesome. And if you'd like to support the channel in any of those ways, links are down below. So leave a like on this video, guys, if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't. I've also got a partners Discord channel with over 3,000 members. And as mentioned, I'm now streaming on twitch.tv/MrGM. If you want to
we're going to beat the shit out this raid. I'm going to tell you all that for sure. Like, this raid's going to be a joke. It's going to be probably the easiest raid we've ever done.
Stream World of Warcraft,
Dragonflight,
Dragonflight Season 1, Wrath of King Classic, and more.
Servers up in 30 minutes? Oh, I know that.
Every single day. And with that, guys, I'll see you next time.
Alright. It's a nice little song. Let me link it for you guys. Yeah, there we go. Nah, y'all think, everybody gonna think, oh, this is, oh, that's not some fucking, like, bro. trust me, like whenever I go in and I'm going to assemble a fucking Strike Force champion squad. And we're just gonna go in and kill the boss. Like, I mean, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, like, if you've ever made a mistake in my raid in the last 6 years, I remember you. We're not gonna have any of that shit. Okay, like, I remember you, like, yep, you remember Nogrod? You mean No Trinket? Yeah, I remember Nogrod, absolutely. Remember you in Lost Ark? Oh yeah, no, I fucked up the Lost Ark a lot. Like that clown raid, that was embarrassing. Like I made a fool of myself in that clown raid. I know that all too well. It was a bad time for me. I got fucked with that. I know it all too well. What about in the past 24 hours? Oh, I know all about that too. It was a bad time. But that was like the thing is with the dungeon, I was wiping for content, guys. I wasn't actually wiping. It's not like I was going in and like losing on purpose or something. Or sorry, no, wait. Let me go back. I was. It's not like I was doing it and I couldn't. We could have killed that boss anytime I wanted to. I just did that to string you guys along. Yeah, we were wiping for content. Like I don't know what anybody's stressed out about. Who has the wipe count? Oh, I mean, it is what it is.